Now, plan for a bumpy afternoon ahead. Action News Jack's chief meteorologist, Mike Burrish, tracking winds that are going to shift out of the north, and we're going to have the potential for some rough couple of hours or so, maybe after 3 o'clock this afternoon with some heavy thunderstorms. But I tell you, after we get through today, a stretch of pretty dry days ahead and somewhat coolish, especially nights. Morning lows that could be the coolest in months over the Labor Day weekend, and highs that won't be any hotter than average in the upper 80s, with long hours of the Labor Day weekend that will be dry. A far different story to the north and east through New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and especially New York and New York City, with the remnants of Ida that led to flooding and a flash flooding emergency in New York City and Long Island. Multiple fatalities reported, damage that may take some time to ultimately understand the scope of, given the rushing water and the winds and uprooted trees. It's a story we'll continue to follow for you closely throughout the day. Make sure you stay connected to the story in the 104.5 WOKV app. Duval Public Schools sending a response letter back to the state education department saying that their mask mandate, which kicks in next Tuesday after they return from the long Labor Day weekend, does comply with the governor's executive order, which is still winding its way through the courts. That's a story that certainly is not going to be letting up necessarily anytime soon. We'll stay on top of developments. And now Ed White High goes virtual as Fletcher Middle returns to in-person instruction as we continue kind of a wild start to the 2021 school year. We're following all these and other major stories that developed, including that Supreme Court decision on the Texas abortion law. In depth for you on Jacksonville's Morning News and in the WOKV app.